Hello guys, how you doing? See guys, in life, if you can do these things in life, it will help you a lot. What is this particular thing? Greedy. If you can do everything humanly possible to avoid what is called greediness, it is going to help you a lot, because when a man is greedy, it's going to lead him into so many things. Now look at tinubu. So this man case now, this man, he just carry himself put for problem. A man who's supposed to be at home now, enjoying, resting. God has blessed him. I can't say God bless him, or maybe he succeeded looting the treasure of the states for years, over 20-something years. Instead of you to sit back and begin to enjoy all your loot, then you want to make yourself to be a number one man citizen for the most populous black nation in the world. So without black, there is no black without Nigeria. If you must mention black nation, you are talking about Nigeria. They are the most populous black nation on earth. And you want to be their number one man citizen, and you don't expect them to investigate you. You don't expect them to know your inner heart. You are joking. Now look at what this man caused to himself. A man who has won the seat of president, who people supposed to be celebrating, rejoicing. Now, the man is moving from all tooth and name to defend himself. You know you have a cockroach in your cupboard. You know your hand is not clean, and you are coming into the public office. How possible is that? And people will not speak. Now, the hard copy of this man now for draw law, it don't come out. USA don't release it, the high copy. Now I mean the original copy of this man. How this man was confiscated with drugs. Could you believe, as of early 1990, this man forfeit almost about 460,000 US dollar, converted them to naira. If you convert that money to naira and equivalent, just equivalent it to now, you know how many billion they are talking about. Tell me, where does this man make that money out of them? If not these drugs. And you want to become a president of Nigeria. It's just like, what is it called? This is Pablo Escobar want to be a president of Colombia. Do you know what the consequence the country will suffer for this your greediness? A lot of people who cannot do anything by grabbing power, they are supporting you because of what they want to get. But they want to put the future of the country at stake. Now, watch this video. Watch this video and see what they are saying about him. And the more evidence are coming about. I don't know how he and his son, he gathered, they are going to defend this thing. And this is a shame to the nation. This is a shame to the nation. I wish Tinubu know that what is going through right now is going to go through it. He would have just relaxed. But the greedy will not allow him. He want to be a president by all means, by all costs. And here, look at what he have caught to himself now. This is a shame. An old man who's supposed to be at home enjoying resting. And here, he's struggling to defend himself. He's struggling to go to court. After they are ringing him, they have a drugs case. And so many other circumstances surrounding this man. That we even disqualify him not even near any public office. And you want to be a president of the country. I don't know how possible it is. Then the judiciary should wake up to save Nigeria for all this mess. Otherwise, if they swear this man in, if you are in Nigeria, sorry. Because anywhere you go, that stigmatization will just follow you. Once you just tender your passport as in Nigeria, you will be subject to thoroughly investigating. They have to hold you, they have to research you because your president is the drug law. Your president is a drug law. And you expect to carry a good name. When the head is rotting, then what will affect the remaining part of the body? Guys, just watch this video. Hear what they are saying about him. The hard copy and everything, they are all around the social media. I don't know how he's going to defend it. I don't know. All the son, the Keyamu and other, the surrounded, he said how they are going to defend it. Although those guys, they are be trying all their possible best to defend it. But yeah, more evidence I'm emerging. Thank you guys. Just watch this video.
Hi there, this is Kakaki Social. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Rena Obozege. Now, an online global fact checker, UberFacts, has shared what it calls the certified true copies of court documents on how Nigeria's president-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu forfeited $460,000 to the American government in 1994 for drug trafficking. Now, at 6 a.m. today, that's about 2 hours ago, the one-day-old post has been seen by 15.2 million persons, according to Twitter. This news has been on the social media space before, but the new thing is that it is now being circulated by an international fact-checking platform, and that it says that it is certified true copies. If you guess the fresh publication must have caused relief in some quarters, you're right. However, some supporters of Tinubu has also not had a break on Twitter with counter-accusations since the post was made. Now let's quote the original post first before we get to see some reactions. UberFact tweeted, and it says, in 1993, Bola Ahmed Tinubu surrendered $460,000 to the U.S. government after a Chicago court found the income came from heroin trafficking. Let's take some reactions to this on the social media space. At Victor is saying that no Nigerian president, dead or alive, has been so widely rejected, emphasis on rejected, like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with the rejection cutting across tribes, states, religion, and even from diaspora, with the international community being cautious in congratulating him. When you are bad and stained, you are bad and stained. Eric says, are Emilocons not embarrassed? How do you support what is universally deplorable? He's closing his eyes in shame. But for Festus Keyamo from the APC camp, sharing this picture where they are laughing hard, the president and key actors in the APC, he says, we have all been laughing our heads off since yesterday. Some desperados went to pay the owner of a Twitter handle to attempt to verify facts that are before our Supreme Court to decide upon. Twitter is now the overall Supreme Court for some persons. Chai, illiteracy and ignorance. More reactions coming in from UberFact after Keyamo tweeted that. They said, and no, I wasn't paid to post that in cash, kernel, or otherwise. For clarification, the source was United States court document, which are public records and available in their entirety here. That's attaching a link to that publication. More reactions coming in from Barakat, who says, see, let me make this clear to you. Whether you have been paid to do this or not, official Bola Ahmed Tinubu, inshallah, will lead Nigeria from 2023 to 2031. That's 2 tenures. And he says that anything or anybody will not change it. And the 10% of Nigerians that disagree with him will also pray for him later and wish him well. And then the well-meaning Nigerians saying, disclaimer, please, this is not the person we elected as president in Nigeria. He rigged the election with the help of INEC Nigeria. Hopefully, our judiciary will fix it. We Nigerians disassociate ourselves from this man. Oba says Tinubu should have remained the kingmaker that he calls himself. Even if he was sworn in, the cloud over him will be heavy. And more reactions coming in from Akirika, who says, Uber in trouble. APC and Tinubu's camp are trying to ban Uber in Nigeria right now. Please tell them that Uber and UberFact are not the same. It came to pass, UberFact expelled, rusticated, and then other trends from the social media space yesterday. Now, just like the Yes Daddy audio that is said to have been between Peter Obi and Bishop Oyedepo that was translated in other languages, especially in Hausa language. This has also been translated in Yoruba language. Igbo is available. Hausa is also available, maybe for the locals to be carried along. Okay, so our former presidential aspirant on the platform of the Young Progressives Party, Adamu Garuba, on Monday was dragged to stupor when a Twitter user, tweeting at 99% oppressed, tweeted that Garuba is not a university graduate as he was rusticated at 300 level. The allegation is that he was found guilty of leading a violent protest in Kano State University of Technology, Wudil, where he was schooling. So the tweet reads, I just found out that Adamu Garuba is not a university graduate. He was expelled from Kano State University of Technology, Wudil, Kano State, when he was 300 level. Go and verify, or let Adamu Garuba deny this. Well, he has responded, validating the claims, but he equated his case to that of the co-founders of Apple and Microsoft, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. His exact words are that, oh, we'll take this reaction before we get them. Chimo Beam says, person where them rusticate from school won't become president. I don't know what gives you people the impetus to do the kind of things you do. Tomorrow, Bashri Ahmed go come out to contest. He's covering his eyes, it's shame. So here is Garuba's response, and he says, what is still news? My university rustication story is well known all over and fully documented in all my public profiles, even in my memoir. My story is like those of Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, etc. You must always find something out, no matter how still, for engagement, usual obedient style. And responding to him is Pastor John, who says, thank you for your confirmation, but please tell us why you were rusticated, because we know only students engage in fraud, cultism, bad behavior, etc. only get rusticated. No good, honest student ever gets rusticated. Am I making sense, sir? Well, he's here to respond to that. Oluchi says, these people you mentioned were not rusticated from school. They dropped out and some have returned to finish their programs. Why were you kicked out of school? He's yet to give the why. More reactions coming into that development is from Olamide, who says, yet you are able to get major projects and contracts with payment directly made into your account by the CBN. With a good government, you know you are spending a long time in jail and most of those looted public funds recovered, right? Well, a question for him. So many questions. He is yet to answer the question of why he was rusticated. Our final story. After humiliating a yet-to-be-identified man in Rivers State, 3 police officers attached to the Rapid Response Squad, RRS, in Rivers State have been arrested, and they are expected at the first headquarters today for further action. The first public relations officer, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, said this to netizens on Monday after a 16-second video of his men flogging and slapping a citizen went viral. Okay, so let's have some reactions to this. First coming in from Ibito Yeshitu, who says, a family man being assaulted in front of his wife by police. This is so sad. Pretty sad, I know. COG says 90% of security men are like this. They harass, intimidate, assault people because of power given to them by the state. Normally, one-on-one, that guy go use the policeman, wipe ground, and remove his teeth. More reactions coming in says the Nigerian police officers have learned nothing from the EndSARS protest episode, and it's because the leaders refuse to use that opportunity to reform the Nigerian police force. How can a police officer be this reckless and inhumane to the people he is meant to protect? This must change. Bone Collector says, you are lying, sir. This is just PR show. Show us evidence of the arrest. That was when Olumuyiwa Adejobi said that the men have been arrested. He says, you will see the evidence tomorrow, that's now today. They will be at the force headquarters and our actions will be made public. No worries. I don't think any exposed, disciplined and polished officer will cover this. Well, he said today is today already. We'll see how all of this plays out. That's everything on Kakaki Social this morning. I'm Onoshorena Obozege. Please don't forget to reach out to us using our WhatsApp number on 01154366670. Tell us what's happening at your own corner of the internet. Good morning to you, Adora and Perry.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Very well, thank you.
Well, interesting, social conversations there, but that show of, a human inflicting pain on another, I mean, it's even against human rights. Talk more of, interpersonal relations. How do you look at that? Because again, it's not just on social media we see that. We also see it in real time. Even.
What doesn't happen in real time doesn't even get to social media, because news are not manufactured on social media. As he said that they've been arrested, we're expecting that they are brought to book today, and we'll follow up definitely on what action is taken, because it makes zero sense for you as an individual, interpersonal as you said, to even do that, not to talk of you who is a trained person on how to handle people, and then you are misbehaving in that capacity. So wrong.
I hope they won't come and say it was a joke and they were just playing.
Oh, well, I think not too.
So thank you so much, Rana.